I have come to acknowledge that life is a mystery. But when I see people that are lost, that are so confused and still trying to figure out life, I do not blame these people, because figuring out life and understanding life is a blessing on its own. So when you feel lost and when you feel confused, it's a clear indication that life is literally unpredictable. This is why you can have a clear picture. I know you have a lot planned for yourself. I know you have a lot of ideas, a lot of goodwill you have for yourself, but at the same time, life just seems to spiral out of your own control, and you're like, okay, is this not my life? Why can't I handle it? Why can't I just dream big and the next day I wake up and everything I want manifests itself? Why can't I have these things for myself? Why can't I seem to control even my own life? It's because life is a mystery. It's unpredictable. You can't sit and have a clear picture of where you would be 10 years from now. You can only imagine, you can only think and hope that, okay, I hope that my life becomes in a certain way. I hope that I find myself in such position 10 years from now. But you can have a clear picture of these things. But you know what? When you feel lost and when you feel confused, it is essential for you to have a glimpse, a little knowledge about the mysteries of life. It is essential for you to understand how life works, how it operates, how whatever way you're feeling right now, what is it actually telling you? What is it teaching you? For you to understand, okay, whatever situation you find yourself, where is it leading you to? What are the signs? It is essential for you to understand these things. It is essential for you to understand life. Trust me, my life became way better. I had a peace of mind when I understood the mysteries of life, when I understood how life was. Because 6 years ago, I was severely depressed. And I didn't even know that I was depressed because I didn't even understand life. I was having a lot of imaginations, a lot of good things for myself, but at the same time, life just seemed to spiral out of my control. Why can't I control my own life? So when you feel lost and when you feel confused, it is essential for you to look at these things, study these things, and know that, okay, where is this leading me to? What is this teaching me? So I am making this video because it took me years of learning for me to understand these mysteries of life. So I am making this video in hopes that, okay, this answers to your question, that when you feel confused and when you feel lost, this video helps you understand why you are feeling this way, and you also understand the signs from the universe. No, a lot of people do not understand the signs. They just find themselves in a situation and there are a lot of signs for them. This is teaching them a lot of things, but they don't have enough knowledge to understand, okay, this is a sign for me. I need to know that this is a sign for me. They don't even acknowledge these things. So my YouTube channel is about the mysteries of life. My YouTube channel is mainly focused on making you understand life, how life works, how it operates, and just everything about life. So, hi guys, my name is Ava, and let's get right into this video. First, even when you feel lost and when you feel confused, I would love to let you know that everyone on this earth is here for a purpose. You might not have discovered your purpose yet, but that doesn't mean you do not have a purpose on earth. Is it that you are here to change the world? To change the world's mentality? Is it that you are here to become a celebrity? Is it that you are here to become extremely wealthy? Is it that you are here to be at the top of the world? Or you might also be here to be insane. All the same, everyone on this earth is here for a reason, has a purpose on earth. And this purpose is what leads us to this saying that states, if it's meant for you, you would have it. And if it's not meant for you, you won't have it. Because I know you're probably wondering that, okay, why can't I just wake up in the morning and grab whatever I want? Must it be meant for me before I can have it? Is this not my life? Why can't I just go ahead and grab whatever I want? It's because the things that are meant for you is in line with your purpose. If it's not in line with your purpose, you won't have these things. There is no way, there is no amount of effort you put in, you won't have these things. You sit down and you think about your life. You have a deep thinking about your life. You would realize that God has been taking a lot of things away from you. A lot of things that you think that are meant for me. You think that these things are actually meant for me, but at the end of the day, this thing actually just go away or they vanish into thin air. It's because God has been taking these things away from you. If these things you go ahead and you grab these things and it's not in line with your purpose, the universe will guide you and they will take these things away from you. And you should also know that this purpose is what we call destiny. And if you think really well, you would notice and you still realize that the universe is seriously guiding you to achieve your destiny. A lot of signs, just that we fail to acknowledge the signs, just that we fail to look at the signs, just that we fail to realize that there are so many things guiding us. And the things that go away from our lives is because these things are not in line with our purpose. And even while you feel lost, it is still a process. It is still a process for you to realize who you truly are. It is still a process for you to sit and think, and for you to know some certain things. This is still, even while you feel lost, it is still the universe guiding you through. And it has taken you to this position you are right now. It has brought you to this situation you are right now for a reason. How did I know this? Because I was once like you. I was once lost. I mean, this wasn't the case where I was lost for a day or two. I was completely lost for 6 good years. And because I was lost, I felt severely depressed. Severely depressed for 6 years. For me to let you know that a lot of things you are going through right now, it is still the universe guiding you through. The situation you are right now, the universe has brought you, God has brought you to this situation for you to know a lot of things. For you to realize something, you are here for a reason and you are in this position for a purpose. Now, that aside, currently you are at any of this phase of your life right now. It's either you are on the right track to your purpose, is or you're on the wrong track, or you are just completely lost. Now, you know what's funny is that some people are actually on the wrong track and they think that they're on the right track. Why a lot of people are literally on the right track, but through because of the chaos and a lot happening around them, they feel like they are doing something wrong. They feel like they are on the wrong track. And some people are just completely lost. And in most cases, you are lost because you are still trying to figure out something. You're still trying to figure out the right track to your purpose. You're still trying to figure out a lot of things, and this is why you are lost. Unfortunately, I was that person that was on the wrong track, but I genuinely thought that I was on the right track. And due to this, when you are actually on the wrong track, you feel so lost and you feel severely depressed. Not in most cases though. A lot of people are on the right track, but at the same time they also feel lost. I'm using myself as a case study so you can understand the signs from the universe. I was severely depressed for 6 years. For those who don't know me, I am a writer. I love writing. I discovered at a very early age that I love writing. So, I started my writing journey. I write for a company, and I'm a romance writer. I write about romance story and stuff like that. But you know what's funny? I was very good at writing. Whatever book, like whatever story I come up with and I submit it to the company, it instantly gets accepted. But the issue now is that I can't continue writing that story. After it gets accepted and it's ongoing, I can't seem to complete the story. No matter the effort I put in. Actually, first of all, I actually thought that it was procrastination. I thought I was being lazy. Why is this thing happening to me? I have a lot of friends, a lot of colleagues that were also writers, and I was stuck with one book. I was stuck with one book for years. And this, my friends, have written up to 5 books. Are on that 6th book, many are on that 10th book, and many are still writing. They are on the 20th book. And I was stuck with writing just one book. I couldn't seem to finish this book. Was it procrastination? Was it laziness? I know I wasn't lazy. And yeah, although I have battled with procrastination, but no, this was severe. I said to myself, okay, I would write today, I would complete this book today, I must do these things today, but nothing seemed. I just have these things in my head, but I can't see them manifesting. When I try, I slip off or I get lazy for 6 whole years. And that story was left ongoing. I was like, okay, maybe I'm tired of writing the story. And I decided to write on that story. And I submitted it to the company and it instantly got accepted too. But then I couldn't complete the story. I couldn't. So I was severely depressed. For 6 weeks, I only wrote 2 incompleted story. And many of my friends, you know how many books my friend must have written in 6 years? So I look at these people, I'm like, there is something definitely wrong with me. Many of them have written up to 20 books. Many have 30 books, and many have written up to 40 books. But I was stuck with 2 incompleted books for 6 years. I was severely depressed. Now, when you see your mates, the people you started with, and some of them you even started before them, they are progressing. And these people are doing better in this field. But okay, why was I behind these people and I have started before these people? So it was something that actually brought me down. I was so focused on trying to make myself better. I was so focused on trying to complete the stories that I didn't have the time to listen to the signs, because I was so focused on myself. I was so focused on the problem. I was so, I mean, so focused on the problem. I was so depressed, so down, and every day I was contemplating my life. I was so focused on the problem. But you know what? There was one time in my life where I said, okay, I'm giving up. I'm not doing this anymore. 6 years, they think 6 years is something of 2 days. This is 6 years. So at one point in my life, I gave up. I'm like, okay, if I can't do this anymore, I need to give up. It's time I give up. And the moment I gave up and I let this thing go, one day I was scrolling through Instagram and actually saw a girl. She published her book and she said, "Oh, I'm so happy! Finally, I have published my book, and hardcover." And I was just looking at this. I was like, "Oh, I didn't mean I had continued writing. By now, I must have published a book myself." And immediately, because at that point, I have completely given up. So my mind and everything was open. Everything about me was just open, as if I have opened the channel to listen to the signs, as if I have opened the channel to listen to the voices. And at that moment, I was just watching at this girl saying that finally she has published her book, and immediately I heard this voice in me, and it says, "This is the kind of writing you are meant to do, girl." I was like, "This is the kind of writing I was meant to do. What kind of writing is this?" And I decided to click on her page, and guess what? She was a self-developer. A self-developer. I was meant to be a self developer. I was given the gift to know how to write. But guess what? I was on the wrong field. At that point when I heard that voice, I felt it deep down that this is the solution to every of my problem. Why is it that was at that point where I decided to stay calm, where I decided to give up, that I heard that voice? It's because you're so busy focused on the problem that even the signs we didn't even have enough time to look at the signs. It's because we are so focused on the problem that we don't even have the time. And even when there is solution in front of us, we can't see it because we are so blinded by our problems. Let me tell you, 6 years ago, if that voice has spoken to me and said, "Okay, you are meant to be a self-developer," I definitely wouldn't have taken that voice seriously. I would be like, "What the hell is this? What the hell is this?" I wouldn't have taken it seriously. But it was at that point where I decided to stay calm, where I decided to just let it go. I let it go. And that was a time where I sat down and I heard clearly that this is who you are meant to be. Whatever phase you are right now, it is leading you to something. It is teaching you something. It is leading you to something. It is leading you to something. Sit down and think, what is this teaching me? For 6 whole years, I was severely depressed, but I was so blinded by the problem, I didn't even have the time to listen and to think, what is this teaching me? Because we are so focused on the problem. So when I went to her page and I said, okay, she's a self developer. Okay, how does she do this? This is the kind of person I am meant to be. I'm meant to be a self developer. Okay, for someone who is meant to be a self developer, what was I doing in the field of romance? What was self-developing? What was helping people becoming their true self? What was helping people becoming the best version of themselves has to do with romance. Because no, I have the gift of writing. I can write. I decided to do whatever I want to do. That's why even if you're an artist, you are not meant to be like every other artist, because the people around me also deal with writing romance book. So I decided to follow these people. I decided to write romance because okay, my friend is writing romance. I need to follow her. My friend is doing this. I need to follow her because I was surrounded with people that were writing this kind of story. So I decided to follow them, knowing that these people they have different purpose, they have different journey, and I decided to follow someone else on their own journey. No matter who you are, no matter the gift you have right now, no matter the purpose you think you have, you need to discover the in depth of who you truly are. You are an artist. You are not meant to draw a cup. Even if you're an artist, you're not meant to draw like every other artist. What is your specific area of drawing? What is your specific area? You need to discover this, because this is your purpose. You won't work better elsewhere than being in your true purpose. You won't work better elsewhere. You might just try your best, but no, you won't succeed as being in your true purpose. Now, the other day, I wrote something on my phone. I said, because I thought I was on the right track, I put in a lot of effort into something that wasn't meant for me. So I was severely depressed because I wasn't seeing the result. So when you've put in a lot of effort into something, you've been putting a lot of effort into that thing for years and you are not seeing result, it is time you step back and you think, okay, is this meant for me? Is this meant for me? Because how can I be in a field and I've been trying for 6 years and I still didn't think that, okay, why is it so difficult for me? Okay, maybe I'm in the wrong field. It's because we don't understand the mysteries of life. It's because we don't understand the science. We do not. So when you live life, it is very important that you understand the science. Even while you are lost, you need to sit down and think, okay, why am I feeling lost right now? What is this teaching me? You need to. I also wrote that no matter how lost you are, there are signs guiding you through. But we are so busy focused on the things that aren't meant for us that we do not see the signs. We are so busy focused on the things that isn't supposed to be us. It is meant for someone else. Because these people, I look at these people and I say, why are they writing a lot of books? I'm stuck with 2 books for years, and these people have literally they have written up to 20 books. Why? Because that thing they are doing, writing books, and that is their area, so they can easily do it. Just do it freely. They can do it casually. But because it wasn't my feed, it wasn't my area, it was meant for me. I'm here to let you know that do not follow the crowd. You need to identify your true purpose. You are meant to be you are meant to be a writer, you are meant to be a painter, you are meant to be a technician, whatever. You need to identify, okay, what specific area. Everyone can draw. You need to know this. Everyone can write, but you need to identify your specific area. When you feel lost, this is literally teaching you something. Maybe it is the process, it is the time when you need to acknowledge who you truly are. I know you're probably wondering. At the same time, you're also thinking, okay, I've thought about this. I'm currently lost. But how do I use this as an opportunity for me to discover what I truly am? What is this teaching me? If you're still finding it difficult to realize your purpose or to realize what the situation you are right now, what exactly it is teaching you, you need to know that the universe, that even God has made life so easy for us. That even though you're on the wrong track or you're on the right track, this would eventually lead you to your purpose. I was severely depressed for 6 years. And trust me, if I didn't go into writing romance, it wouldn't have led to me, being who I am today. It wouldn't have led to me discovering that I was a self developer. I wouldn't even have had any idea about writing entirely. Because the first process, the 6 year that I actually wasted into writing romance book, it was just that process for me to discover that, okay, I was meant to be a writer. That 6 years was for me to discover that, okay, this time is for me to know that I was meant to be a writer. But yeah, personally, I started to know, going to another field. I started to start writing and start writing what wasn't even meant for me. But that 6 whole years was for me to discover that, okay, I was meant to be a writer. What next? But 6 years after, and I discovered that, okay, where I was meant to write about was being a self developer. I was meant to, write about motivating people into becoming the best version of themselves. And, this, in essence, whatever way you're feeling right now, whether you feel like you're on the wrong track, whether you feel like you're on the right track, you need to know that life is a process. And eventually, this leads you to the right track. So when you feel lost and when you feel confused, it is still leading. You are being led. You are being led into being where you are right now. You are being led into being lost. It sounds funny, but true. You're being led into being lost. Because 6 years ago, first of all, I thought that, okay, I was on the right track. I started writing. After then, I felt lost. I was like, okay, why is this not working for me? What the hell is going on? And after then, I gave up. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And this was when I opened the channel into listening to the signs. So I'm making this video so that you would know that you don't just live your life. You need to look at the signs. It is, I have said this and I'm still saying it. It is very important for you to be open minded. It is very important that you watch at the signs. What is your current situation teaching you? What is it leading you to? Moving on, you need to know that I have no intention of giving you the impression that okay, the moment you start looking at the signs, you start studying everything, you start, you start doing these things, that life will become easy for you. I'm not gonna give you that impression. Because when you actually discover your purpose, this is when the work begins. It's not gonna be easy after you discover the purpose. But the universe is seriously guiding us. God is seriously guiding us through. You need to know this. It's not gonna be easy. I started self-developing. I started my journey to self-developing. I'm not the type to talk in front of camera. I am not. Even while you acknowledge, when you start pursuing your purpose, you discover your purpose, you would discover a lot of difficulties. You would have a lot of difficulties on the way. I'm not the type to talk in front of camera. I don't even take pictures. I don't make videos. I'm not on TikTok. I don't do this kind of things. But I don't joke with my purpose. I don't joke. I actually have the opportunity. After being severely depressed for 6 years, when I finally discovered my purpose, I learned to appreciate it. That I'm not gonna joke with it. There are a lot of people on this earth that actually need to be humbled first, so that when they discover their purpose, they will literally grab onto it and appreciate these things. If you do not even appreciate your purpose, there is no way you would put in a lot of effort and put in a lot of work. So the moment I discovered my purpose, that I was meant to be a self-developer, talking in front of camera and doing this thing felt so strange to me. It wasn't easy. I'm not saying this to vent or to let you know that okay, life has been unfair to me. I just want to make it clear to you that even after you discover your purpose, it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. Working towards your purpose and getting to where you are meant to be is leaving your comfort zone. I've said this countless times that you can't be comfortable while trying to become who you truly are. You can't. So speaking in front of camera and doing these things is so strange to me. But am I going to give up on my purpose? Will I stop doing these things? No. Because I have a lot going on in my head. There are a lot of knowledge that I was blessed with. And this is a privilege to me. I can't waste it. Even by speaking in front of the camera might seem difficult, I also acknowledge that it is such a blessing for me to actually realize my purpose. It is such a blessing for me to actually realize this thing and to have so much knowledge in me. I need to say it out. Because there are a lot of people I want to help. There are a lot of people I want to speak to. Even while it might seem difficult, I also acknowledge that okay, I was blessed with this thing to help people. Moving on. When you feel lost and when you feel confused, it is also essential for you to realize that we have different purpose on earth. I have said that before, and I want to expatiate on this. We have different purpose on earth. When you feel lost, you don't look at that person and say, okay, why is her life so easy? Why is she having everything so easy? You need to know that we have different purpose on earth. A lot of people might have a short journey into achieving their purpose, while a lot of people might have a long journey into becoming who they are meant to be. But at the end of the day, you need to realize that people that have the longest journey, people that life is brutally dealing with them, are meant to be extraordinary things. No, I'm not joking. I'm saying this because it's from an experience. I've seen a lot of people that actually have a very short journey. When they do this instantly, they succeed. When they do instantly, they succeed. Whatever they do, but people that have the longest journey and life is brutally dealing with them are meant to have a lot of knowledge. They have to go through this process. Life needs to teach them a lot because they are meant to be extraordinary things. So do not rush. Do not rush it. Do not rush. Because the universe is taking you through something. It's taking you through a process. Just try your best. Put in your effort, but listen to the signs. And be calm to listen to the voices. There are signs everywhere. There are signs. Like a week now, I have no motivation whatsoever. Although I walk out of the house and there's a lot of inspiration of what I have to say to you guys. I have a lot of messages to give to you guys, but there is no inspiration to sit in front of the camera and speak to you guys. So I've been wondering, why am I feeling this way? Yes, at least even if there is no inspiration, most time I actually sit in front of the camera and force myself. I'm an introvert. I have social anxiety. I'm having anxiety. And because of the anxiety, it didn't give me the zeal to speak in front of the camera. So I was just, praying and hoping that, oh, I wish my zeal comes back to me. And recently, just yesterday, something my sister has been expecting actually came true. She has been expecting something big and it came true. I was so happy for her that I instantly had the zeal to sit in front of the camera and speak to you guys. I have said this, that the universe is seriously guiding us. When we need something, the universe is literally helping us, seriously helping us. I instantly had the zeal to sit and talk to you guys, and this is why I'm making this video. I actually didn't believe that I'll be making the video today, but because of this thing that happened to her, I decided to sit. I was so happy for her. I decided to sit and talk to you guys today. Now, by the way, purpose. Let's talk about purpose. It might come as a shock to you when I say some people actually have the purpose and the destiny to become a celebrity. So when you look at someone that is a celebrity and you look at this person and you say, okay, she's a celebrity, I also want to become a celebrity, you should know that it is their purpose and it's their destiny to become a celebrity. You might not be meant to be a celebrity. Yes. But I'm telling you, when you catch your purpose and you might be like, okay, why is it like this? Why are some people meant to be extraordinary? Not everyone can be on the top, at the top. So people's destiny is to be at the top. That whatever they do instantly, they just skyrocket to the top. And you're like, why is she at the top already? It is their destiny, my love. It is their destiny. I know at the same time you might feel like this is so partial. Why are some people meant to be big? Why are some people meant to be at the top? Why are people meant to be celebrity? I am not meant. Why am I not meant to be a celebrity like them? Just trust me on this. Whatever purpose you are given, you will be so satisfied with it. Once you achieve that purpose, you will be so satisfied with it that you would even have the time to look at those people that are at the top. You'll be so satisfied, and this would actually make you into becoming the best version of yourself. So do not look at others people. Do not try to imitate anyone. Do not try to follow these people. It is their destiny. Everyone has different purpose on earth. It is fate. Except you decide to go the other way around and you decide to force things into your hands, you decide to do things the way you want it to be. And I know it is also good for you to have good intentions for yourself, and it's also good for you to control your life in some certain aspects. But you should also know that your purpose on earth is literally the greatest gift for you. Moving on, when you see those people that are at the top or that are exactly what you want to become, that the universe has guided them into becoming their authentic self, you don't get jealous of those people. It's either you use them as an inspiration for yourself or you just focus on yourself. So this is just a warm reminder that when you feel lost, it is not failure. It is the universe guiding you through. Yes, this is it. That is all for today's video. See you guys on the next one. I love you guys so much. Bye.